Hello and welcome to Dwarf Fortress. I'm Twisted Logic. What are we doing in this video? This is the minecart grinder right here, which I made quickly before I went on vacation, and I figured I'd explain it, as well as the Dwarven shotgun. So if you enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up, let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe for more videos. So yeah, I made this kind of quick video before I went on vacation the other week, and Dwarfhaven wanted some more minecarts, so I added 6 more tracks that come in and feed the system, and then over on the right here, I added the shotgun section to it, and we're gonna see how far it can shoot. This is pretty. It's not too complex with the design here. There's no rollers involved. Rollers are they're the legitimate way to move minecarts after they're pushed or by non-Dwarven means, so by mechanical means. The ramps here that I'm using to accelerate the minecarts are kind of an exploit. What happens is the cart is pushed when one of the floodgates is open, so I'll open up another floodgate here. That's going to be track 6 here. They're going to give it a little bit of a shove, and they're constantly moving over and trying to push each of the carts, but the floodgate is preventing that right now. But it's going to get to this space right here, and there's nothing above this. There is, if I go to build, construct, and then track, and I go down this list here, this is track ramp northeast. So this is north, and this is east. And when you're building these accelerators on the track here, there has to be a wall on one side, and then the other direction is the direction that you want the minecart to go. So if the minecart is going this way towards the east, then you want either a northeast or a southeast track right here. As long as there's a wall on one side, and then you have the other direction in the direction that you want the minecart to go, so it looks like it's coming over this turn. If it's just if it's, say, like an east-west ramp on this east-west track, not going to work. Unless you were going up and down a Z-level like over here with the track return. Now this isn't the most efficient way to do this, but I think that you're going to learn the concepts from this video. Once the cart accelerates, it's going to be able to jump tracks. So in this particular design, I'm not trying to slow anything down at all. I'm just trying to get the minecart going as fast as possible. And they are loading 2 through 7 with stone. Cart 1 is loaded with metal bars, and cart 2 is loaded with refuse. So right here particularly, if I wanted the accelerators, it would be an east-south track or a west-south track, because east or west is the wall and south is the direction that I want the cart to go. So this is going to accelerate down this way. It's going to hit this wall and force it to turn. If there was no wall here and this was dug out, similar to this, if there was no wall here, then it would jump the track even though it's turning, and even if there's no track here, it would continue going. So each of my turns has the walls set up to catch the turn because of the speed involved. If I was going to do like a kind of a legitimate rail system where I wanted them to move items from one part of the fortress to another part of the fortress, or deep mines up or something like that, then I would kind of slow down the speed on the turns to control it, or I would... Now watch what happens here. Or I would keep these corners like that. But watch what happens here. This cart right here is going to come down this track. This bridge is acting like a wall, so it's going to turn. It's going to hit this cart. This cart stopped moving already. And it looks like it hit it somewhere over here because both carts dumped their loads here. So now both carts are empty. But it's going to hit this cart. This cart is going to stop at this point right here. It's going to stop on the track there, and this cart is going to be shot forward like a Newton's cradle. And that's going to come in handy later. Boom, there it goes. So now this one's coming around, and it's going to do the exact same thing. This cart here that's moving is going to stop on the track right here, and then this cart is going to be propelled forward. And it's going to continue to do that each time around until it gets to this ramp, because the cart can't be stationary on a ramp like this. I'm going to take some more coffee here, and we'll just see what happens when it comes around this time. So it looks like it just passes through once it hits the ramp there. But it actually, it's what's happening is it's hitting here, accelerating this cart, and then it pauses here, but it can't pause there because it's a ramp, so it moves one space forward. So if I go to Shift F on the cart here and follow it, you'll see when it comes around. Don't get dizzy. You see it now, and it'll go around like that. Now, to turn off the system here, to kind of make it safe, I can either... I'm going to pull this lever here. I have two levers that I can pull. I can either pull it, the E-stop here to bring up some floodgates on the track, or I could pull this lever to open the gun up. So we're going to pull this E-stop lever and kind of reset everything. I'm going to go to Designations and Dump. So B, and then D to dump items, and I'm just going to dump these stones here because I kind of just finished up cleaning the entire kind of area here of loose stone and everything. So they're going to come in here to dump that. They don't normally walk in here. So if I come over here so you're not overwhelmed, and I go to Designations and then O for traffic areas. When you build a track, it's going to automatically start as a low traffic area. If you're first seeing traffic areas for the first time, what this does is it weighs the dwarves' decisions, only your citizens, because this isn't going to affect diplomats or animals or anything, but it'll weigh the decision making of the pathfinding of your citizens. And so the high traffic costs 1. That's great. So it doesn't really cost them that much to walk in this high traffic area here. Normal traffic areas are like this. They don't have a representation of an icon. They're just normal looking, and they cost 2. So if they have a choice between walking in a normal area and a high traffic area, they're going to walk in the high traffic area because there's less cost there. The low traffic area has a slightly higher cost, and that's default over tracks. If I go to Designations and then Shift T to carve a track, like that, once that track is carved, then that's going to be automatically set with I think they're all doing trade right now, so they're a little bit busy, but oh, here they come now. But once that's carved as a track, it's going to be automatically set with a low traffic cost. The restricted traffic cost costs 25, so they're not going to go into the restricted area here unless they really have to. I don't want my dwarves walking on these 2 bridges, so I kind of squared out this area as restricted. And you'll see I don't think they're going to go outside right now, but if they start going up this ramp to go outside, what they're going to do is they're going to move like this. They're going to come down the ramp and then just kind of cut the corner there and then go around the restricted area like this. And I also set that up here, Designations O, I set low traffic areas in the workshops and high in the hallways here. and also you have to do it on the stairs of each level. And this is going to kind of clean up the AI pathfinding of your fortress if you set things similar to this. And then at the very top, I'm not going to go show you everything, but at the very top level here, this is kind of a transfer level I created where they can kind of skip over things so they're not trying to pathfind through the workshops or anything like that. So this whole area down here, designations O for traffic areas. I set all of this to restricted, so they're only going to go in this area if they really need to. They're not going to just go in there willy-nilly. They need to have a reason to go into that restricted area in order to go in there. And right now they're just dumping these items here. And they pulled the 2 minecarts out because the minecart will hit the floodgate and then stop. They'll see that it's not on the track position. Now I have to pull these 2 levers as well. And that's going to close these 2 floodgates so they don't fill it and push it again. Some of them are pathfinding back through here because it's a little shorter, but that's okay. So if I pull this lever here, I'm going to pull it twice actually. And that will synchronize this bridge with this lever, so I can quickly see if this area over here is closed or not. And this one right here we can pull as well, so we can kind of get the system back into a ready state. As it stands right now, if I go to the top level here, the porch, this is a new goblin entrance right here. They're going to come in, and then they're going to be in the gun range here, which I measured out so we can kind of see how far we can shoot it. This bridge will be closed and they'll be forced this tunnel. And they're going to come up here. These bridges will be closed. They'll have to go through then the Frogger grinder here, the goblin grinder. And then they're going to be introduced to the bridge trap, which will finish them off, if they're not already. If any of them make it this far, I think they're not getting past these 3 right here unless they can somehow, maybe one of them might get through. And now the cart return is very basic as well. And the shotgun's very basic. All this is basic, and it's for you to learn the concepts. So that's fine, he can stay there. I'm going to pull the lever for lever 3 here, and we'll shoot this are these opposite? Just gonna suspend that. So I got a couple extra guys here. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, he had to repathfind because he was trying to come down the floodgate. So how to get this set up? Like, so you can carve a track and then go to designations, carve track again, and you know, you can put another one there and another one there. And that's not really. So if you carve a track like that, it's going to have these endpoints. It's not going to connect. You got to go to designations, remove designations. Just going to clear all that away. You have to start on the end of the last track and go to the other end to make the turn like that. You can see it blinking. You can see that it's shown as a turn. If I just go to straight like that, you're going to see it's got like a, when it's blinking, it's got the chair-looking icon there, and that's like the end of the track, like this right here. And so I would go like that if I wanted to complete the turn. And then if I press H for routes, I can press R for a new route, and somewhere over here. I'm Route 17 now. Press S for a new stop. Okay. Now I got Route 17 stop 1, and that's right there, blinking. Right? So the next thing is to assign a vehicle, so I press V. And now I'm just going to select any one that's not already there. So one of those steel minecarts. I'm going to press enter to define the stop. Now these are the kind of defaults here, and they're just examples. Guiding the vehicle, the dwarves are going to physically hold it and push it along, but they're gonna keep holding it as they push it, so they're guiding it. If I press P, then it says push north immediately, so they're just gonna give it a shove, and then ride north immediately. They're gonna hop in it and go. They're gonna kind of hop in it and push off, and then they're just gonna follow it. Now I'm just gonna press X to get rid of all these. Okay, so a new departure condition, N. Guide north immediately when empty of desired items. So for the Frogger over there, I set it to press D for direction, so I can go south. The ones over there I set to east, because they are west-east tracks. So I'm just going to go into Frogger 3 here. This is going to tell me where the status of the vehicle. If it's green like this, then it's on the track. The red means it's not on the track yet. But if I go into stop 1 here of Frogger 4, press enter. Push east immediately when full of desired items. Take from stockpile 100. And that's this one right here. So they're going to fill it up, and then as soon as it's full, they're just going to push it east. With the floodgate, it's going to prevent that. So it gives me a little bit of control. I could turn off, like, I could go into each one of them and set a condition that's like, you know, wait or don't push it. Or I could go into Dwarf Therapist and turn off their pushing vehicles assignment, but in this case I just did the floodgates. Each one of these levers here controls each one of these floodgates, so the bottom one is hooked to the bottom one, and so forth at the top, and this one here is hooked to all of them. We're going to shoot this gun off. In an alternate design, you can get rid of the floodgate entirely and push the minecart, and then have it drop through a channel on top of a hatch in a way that's blocked off from the dwarves, and then hook that hatch up to a lever or pressure plate or logic gate, and then when the hatch is open, then that can go through to the firing accelerator. So this is kind of a dual trap, because we have the gun here, and then we have the grinder here as the accelerator for the gun. I made this gun in the simplest way, so that way it's easy to understand. The minecart is accelerated in this area. When this bridge is open, it can't make this turn because it's not going slow enough to make that turn, so it jumps the track onto this track. Then it comes this way, and hits this wall. This is just a track. It's a north-south track. These are walls all around this channel. This is open space. One level up, we have walls around open space with 3 fortifications. And what happens is the minecart will slam into this wall. All the contents will come up and out. They will go into this open space, and then they will spread out this way through the fortification. And that is the easiest way to do a Dwarven shotgun. So it's in the accelerator now. If I pull this lever here, that's going to open up this and this. This area here I just kind of made it so I remember which lever it is in case I stop playing this fortress for like a month. This one with the ramps doesn't go anywhere. That's just so I remember that this lever controls these. This one with the fire clay floor here is kind of the manual control for all of this, because underneath it is lava. Or magma. So that's just kind of how I remember some of the levers. And this one right here is next to this bridge. This lever is going to close off this bridge here, the return bridge, and I'm not sure, but I think this one too. So it looks like the cart just fired. It's alright, we're going to fire it again. But now this whole area was empty. And it looks like this is the distance here. So we got to about 70 tiles out. I'll show you how I measured this. That's the open space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down, down. There we go. So that's 10 tiles from the opening. 20, 30, 40, 50. When you hold down shift and press up and down, or left and right, you move in 10 tiles. 60, 70, and these are the stones that it just fired. So the designations B, and I'm going to forbid all these. So these are all forbidden and dump. They're designated for dumping as well, and they're forbidden. So we're going to shoot the next volley. Now the cart return here, it slams into this, and then there's open space underneath it as well. And I was having problems so I designed, you see this chute right here, I designed it a little differently earlier, because I had to try to drop it down, but it was going too fast to actually drop, and it would slam into the wall here. So I redesigned it like this, and then I think I had like a track ramp down here because I was trying to figure out the return, but that didn't work either. So I just dug this out a little bit more, so there's a couple spaces of an empty space. It will slam into this wall, contents will come up and out, the cart itself will drop, still in open space, drop again, and now it's on this downward east-west track that's going to move over once, hit 2 accelerators, come up again, and now it's right here. Follow, and then it hits these right here are track stops. You can go to B, Shift C, Shift S for a track stop, and then you can just kind of build them anywhere on top of tracks. Looks like you can build them not on top of tracks too. But these can be set to friction level, so you can use A and S to change the friction, medium, high, highest. I have the first 4, I think, set to medium. This one's also set to medium, and then this last one that it's resting on is the highest friction. So it's going to kind of slow it down, so that way it doesn't hurt anybody. They're going to pick the cart there, put it back, fill it up again, and shoot it again. And we're going to pull this one. Now I haven't yet tried to see how fast they could shoot this. Which I think will be a good test in a couple minutes. But first we're going to see some... Unsuspend that. Okay, so we got 2 more levers being pulled. And he's resetting track 7. Okay, track 5 is open. And track 6 should be open shortly. And now we just need to wait for somebody to come and shove the minecart. There we go. He just added stones to that one. Okay. So I have it paused, and I'm going to step through. Step. Hits the wall. Step. Now, you see they're all together right there. All 5 stones. I'm going to follow one of the stones, so Shift F on the gabbro, and then step it with the /. Now, this barrel here is actually 3 layers deep, so this is 1Z, 2Z, and it comes out at 3 above. But this stone right here, the dorite and the olivine are already on the lowest level here at 20. So I'm going to shift focus to this olivine and follow this. Step through. So now anything, these stones are moving pretty fast. And anything in this area that gets hit with them is going to be pretty hurt. I don't know the optimal barrel length or width for this. This is more of an experiment. Where right now we're at 60 right now. There we go. So looks like some of them made it pretty far. I'm just keeping it kind of paused because I know there's another cart coming. These almost made it to 60. This one here made it to 66. And this one down here made it to, what was that, 44. Okay, unpause. And the next one we'll watch in real time. Now the carts can hold 5 stone, and that will be at their max limit. However, with you can put anything in the carts to shoot it. You fill the cart with arrows, it can hold a lot more than 5 arrows. I'm pretty sure it's over 100 arrows. I think there is the, you can fill it with steel bars, which this one here is filled with. I don't think it's steel, I think it's just random metal bars in this one. I think there's actually bins. If I click on the minecart here, press enter, this is the contents of the cart. So we got a barn block bin filled with copper bars, iron bars, down this list here. I think this is at 92 or 98% full here. So I'm going to see how the bins do. I don't know if they come out and then metal bars, everything comes out at once, or if the bins hit and then explode. We're going to find that out shortly. This second wall here, this is on the track level. I had to build a second wall here because the cart would hit this wall and sometimes pass through and kind of stay right there. So I built a second wall there. Most of them are landing between like 46 and 60. So with this design, it seems like the 3Z level design here looks like they're landing mostly around 50 and 60. So maybe we'll put a zone there. And add some animals to it. Yeah, I'll just reset the system here, get those animals loaded up, and I'll pause the video until that's done. I think it looks like I gotta do some trading here too, so I'll do that off camera. This fortress doesn't really need anything at this moment. We just need to kind of get rid of extra stuff. And then forbid, just gonna forbid all these so that way we know what we already shot. Dump items. There we go. Okay, so I split it into 2 zones here. Most of the animals are there. And now we'll fire some more shots. Looks like they're still bringing some in, that's fine. Shot 1 here is the metal bars. We're going to pull that one. And we'll also open up the gun. You can fully automate this. You can have the goblins walk in, step on a pressure plate that closes the door behind them and turns this gun on. We're going to shoot this metal bar, and then we're going to shoot the refuse. And then I will open all the levers and see how fast we can shoot this, and if it becomes dangerous or not to the dwarves resetting the system. Or kind of a fire at will command. Now this one right here, if I go to H and stop 1, it's 96%. I have it push east immediately. I changed the condition to 50% of desired. I had it at 100%, but they kind of just stopped filling it at 96%. Same with the refuse one. I believe they're still pushing it. It should be. I'll open up number 2 as well, just in case. See which one they pull. They push first, the refuse or the metal bars. They just did a trade, so they're kind of, some of them are busy. Okay, so I'm just going to go and change this condition here. Enter. And I'm going to press C. Push it east immediately, always. So you can have it when full of desired items, when empty, at least 50%, or always. And there's many more conditions as well. So this one is full of refuse, bones, and I think some corpses. Should be teeth and body parts in there. Oh, some dead turkeys as well. I'm gonna step through this. Okay, it's leaving like blood splatters. Wave of death. Okay, so yeah, it looks like everything is off of Z plus 2 and 3, and everything's on the lower level right now. Everybody's getting pushed back, all these animals are getting pushed back, and we're just leaving a smear of blood. Wow, so that shows you the kind of path of it. It's troglodyte blood, human blood, dwarven blood, goblin blood. Let's check out this end here. So he's unconscious, upper and lower body, right and left leg, guts, liver. I don't know if this pig seems fine. The boar seems fine. This boar hurt his leg. So this wasn't that devastating of a shot. I mean, it's probably very demoralizing, but... Okay, he's unconscious. Upper and lower body. His lung, guts, and spleen are damaged as well. That duck's walking around, they're fine. Let's see if announcements. You have to go in there, I think, to discover if an animal died or not. I don't think any of them died. What's up with this turkey here? Okay. Okay, the next oh, so they're gonna try to clean that up. So designations B, and then just dump all these items, but we're also gonna forbid them so they don't try and pick them up and clean up in there. So F to forbid. Okay, oh, so it looks like one. Where's cart 1? Here it is. This is cart 1. This is the metal bars. So the metal bars is going to be devastating. Oh, the bins came out. Okay. So it shot the bins. All the metal bars are still in the bins. Let's see if they explode or if they stay as bins. So they're all, yeah, around 20 or 30 now. They're all on this lower level. None of them are on Z2 or Z3. Some of the bars came out here in bronze bar. We're just gonna have to set the bins off on this stockpile here, and then yeah, I'll have to reset that, but right now we're just gonna pull all the livers. See how fast we can get this to go. So they already brought the 2 carts back, and now that one was pushed, but it was empty because I didn't change the condition. So H, enter to define, no, down to the stop with plus and minus, and then enter to define the stop, and then I'm going to press C to change the condition. We'll do at least 50%. For some reason it was getting stuck just before 100% last time. So that's going to shoot, but nothing's going to come out, so it's just going to go down once and return. And I'll show you the return of it. Shift F to follow. Let's kind of slow it down when it comes out. So when it's slow enough like that, it can make the turn. If it didn't slow down too much before that, it would just continue going straight this way until it hit this wall up here, or slowed down before that. Maybe it hits a dwarf or something, you don't know. Okay, so now we're looks like we're still bringing animals in, and we have 2 more open. Now this is going to be a volley of stones. It's the second one coming through. Oh, looks like he's coming to get the metal bars. I want to forbid. Just want to forbid all this again. And we can come clean that up later on. Or maybe I just won't save the game and then I can come back into it all cleaned up already after the experiment's done. So now, oh, I've got everything open here. And we got 2 cards waiting to be returned here. Maybe I could build a wall right there. These are 2 quantum stockpiles here. But maybe I could build a wall right there just in case. We'll have to see if it pushes with the momentum. No, it looks like they're lining up pretty nicely. So I think that the refuse one takes a bit longer to fill up because the refuse is a lot lighter. But okay, we're sending another one. That turkey just died. Just seeing how fast we can shoot it now. At this point. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to let it run for a little bit longer. If you enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to watch more videos by me, subscribe. I'm going to be the next video. I'm not 100% sure what the next one is going to be, but let me pull out my list here of some plans. I got a book here that I made while I was on vacation. I was just writing some ideas down. It's up in the woods, just chilling out. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on the metal industry. The Newton's Cradle switch is going to be pretty soon. I got some more tutorial fortress videos coming up, and then some of these ideas are secret. And then also I'm probably going to just do a kind of a regular Let's Play at some point that's not so tutorial focused, and then just kind of playing the game. Plus eventually I'm going to be delving into some of my other favorite games, and you'll find out about those later. And then there's also a my second favorite tile set. So Space Fox here is my favorite tile set, but I have another favorite that I'll be showing you eventually. Here's one coming now. I'm just going to start a timer, and we'll see how fast this shoots. Actually, you know what? I'll change this. I'll go to H and then stop 2 here. Since they're out of refuse now, enter, take from stockpile 31, and then what I'll do is press S for another stockpile link, and then this one, enter, and then this is the items desired kept by vehicle list, which looks like a stockpile list, but I'm going to enable stone, and I'll forbid metal, and I'll forbid clay. So now it'll take refuse and stone. And this one here, H, stop 1 here. I'll press S for a new stockpile link. And I'll link this second barn block stockpile here. See? Okay. Oh, so I had to press P to select the stockpile. So I had to press S to add another stockpile link, and then hover over it with the with the keyboard selector, and then P to add the second link. So now they should be filling this up with, oh, just getting sprayed over here with, he just got hit with a stone and died. This miner just died as well. Oh, so this is a pretty good test. As they come in to try to collect the items, we're still firing, we'll be able to see their injuries. Here we got another one coming through. Boom! The duck looks like it got hit. It's definitely stunned. His gizzard, his stomach, his guts, left wing, right foot, lower leg, upper and lower body, and he's stunned. So I reloaded the game. I had to do some configurations with these carts to get them full of the metal bars. So if I press enter, this one's full of steel. If I press H, this top 3 here is 92% of bars, metal bars, and Frogger 1 here is 76%. We're going to pull both of those and fire them. Now we have a clean range now since I reloaded the game, and we have some test subjects there as well. Okay, so now 1 and 3 are open. And now this is going to be the first minecart and the second minecart of just metal bars. Check where the other minecart is. Second one's coming through. Just stepping through this. Okay, so this dwarf just pulled this lever, which is going to close off these two, and it also closed off the access to the dwarves to get to the range. Now I'm going to throw this lever here, unsuspend this one, and that's going to open all the floodgates and put the gun into a fire at will state. Now these minecarts, they can hold 5 stone, they can hold 83 bars of metal. If you filled one with spike balls, then it can hold 500 spiked balls. You can fill it with 1,250 spears in one minecart. If you fill a minecart with maces, it's 625. So you can get some pretty devastating attacks in this system. Looks like I got one guy here. Not sure what he's doing. He should move pretty fast though. So now as the dwarves come and push the vehicles, they're gonna go through the system and fire. It looks like these guys got caught. Hopefully that'll be fine. Still fires. If you enjoy this video, subscribe for more. Thank you very much for watching.